We're gonna look at this build, and then we're gonna title the name of the video when I release it a response to Skooch, and he's gonna get himself when he sees it. But it's actually just gonna be like, I'm trying your build, buddy.
Same build, right? In fact, to prove my point, let's go on pro builds right now. Look at this: Gale Force Collector IE, Immortal Shield Bow Collector blank. This guy is finally getting the sauce. He's the only human being on this entire planet who's starting to understand the sauce, right? Kraken Slayer Collector here, fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Let's go on his most used build, which is right here. Let's go Gale Force, let's go Collector, let's go IE, and then I guess Lord Doms or whatever after.
So let's get into things. Like the video, give me a comment for the algorithm, and we don't like to ask for subscriptions here. Instead, we compete for them in rock, paper, scissors, and if you lose, you have to subscribe to the channel. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. You just possibly lost to a pre-recorded video. But if you beat me, please take this discount code for our clothing line, Psycho Apparel. You can only use this if you won though, no cheating.
Here I am. Look, I am Akshan. I'm doing as much damage as I can. My DPS right now is 1500. This is what people.
How many beeps would there be in your videos? Not that many. It depends like how broken I am. Usually I can swap the word like fuck with fuck or fuck pretty easily. Or fuck. But sometimes those words are not, they're not how I feel. Just have to drop an F-bomb, you know?
Akshan's 3-hit passive deals a flat 175 magic damage every time you 3-strike a champion, which gives him a little bit of hybrid damage. But with this build, it's okay. It's not the best thing in the world. You're not getting that many procs off of it, right? And here, let's put a guy here, let's put a guy here. Look at this. You see my DPS? It's 1200 on the guy in the middle, and nothing is happening to anyone else. Almost all of your damage is physical, bro. It's so easy to shit on an Akshan when he builds like this because all of his damage is just going to be physical. If you're a tank, you're going to just fucking shred through him, right? Now let's go back and let's do the secret sauce patented Skooch special build, okay? You go Kraken because 3 hits is something you're going to consistently be getting off on Akshan. You go Kraken, you go straight into Bork, right? Because you need the survivability and a way to survive. Now you have 2 tank buster items in your kit. You go Gwynsus because you're relying on the on-hit from the Kraken and the on-hit from the Blade of the Ruined King. On top of that, when you go Gwynsus, you lose your crit, but it turns into physical damage. You're auto-attacking more. That physical damage basically makes up for the damage you're missing out on the crit. Boom, you go Gwynsus. You go fucking Wit's End, because on Wit's End, check this out, you get up to 80 magic damage on hit and move speed. And then finally, Runon's. Why? Because his passive isn't like Vayne's passive. He could stack it on multiple people at once. You guys remember what my DPS was, right? You guys remember? It was 1500.
Okay,
let's check this
thanks
out.
for reminding me.
My DPS on my main target right now is 2000, and on the people who are dumb enough to stand next to him, they're getting close to 1500. But get this, right? They're getting near 1500, but also check this out. You see those blue numbers? You see all those blue numbers? Wow, that's crazy. It's almost as if Akshan's passive and Wit's End makes him deal hybrid damage.
I feel like you could probably up the damage on single target by not going Runan's, right? There's got to be a better alternative to Runan's Hurricane, because I feel like you don't need to have the spread damage. Like, it's nice, sure, don't get me wrong, but Kraken doesn't apply as far as I can gauge. So like, I feel like there must be a better DPS output. Phantom Dancer could probably work. I mean, you get crit off of Runans. So that's not a problem for sure. I think like if you're looking to optimize like on hit damage, I don't know if Ravenous Hydra necessarily is the play. You know, like I should just try it myself. Like, what am I doing? I could run Lethal Tempo, yeah, it's no big deal, whatever. I'm assuming everything else is like fairly normal though. I think PTA is better. Okay, so how does the build go again? About 1800, 1400 on the sides. We spike at the beginning though because of like Lethal Tempo. So we plateau at about 1600 DPS. But let's see. It's not very much on the AD front, but I'm just gonna test it nonetheless. After Lethal Tempo, your damage plateaus at about 2k. 2k DPS. Very interesting. So single target, this is much better. Hold on, let me see. Let me test this one as well. This is like fatter actual like Slightly less, but you also get like the healing, I suppose. So it's a 50-50 flip on that one, but 200 less. I think like Phantom Dancer may actually be like the better play, but it depends on what you're looking for though, I suppose, for sure. If you're in that like multiple target type fight, then yeah, there's a good chance that that's gonna be more valuable. Is that how long is that? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, each attack counts as 2 hits as well. Very spicy. You know what? Maybe it is worth like changing the runes as well to PTA. It's like a really marginal difference. It's actually almost the same. Maybe even slightly less actually. So like Lethal Tempo might actually be like the play. Like the passive from Phantom Dancer is way better for a single target. I think we end up eking out like what, 10% more? 10% more thingy on that, and then a little bit also AD as well. But I'm just looking at like the 1v1 here, like how much damage you can be like pumping out with a 1v1, which I think is like a much more like likely thing to be shooting for. We are absolutely giving this the old college try today. Why did I do that? I thought I could be adjacent to the tower. I was not. I hate every aspect of this, but she walked back into it, so it's okay. The flash was totally fine. The flash was totally fine. It's like it never happened. It was totally fine, mate. I failed flash, but she was like, I'm staying. She was like, Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not freaking leaving. And then everybody cheers because I get a kill. That was a real me move there as well, I have to say. That was actually a relatable play. So yeah, we're running absolutely everything that Skooch runs. Oh yeah, but honestly, I think there's some definite improvements, but I love the theory crafting behind it. Like I'm a very big fan of it. I'll be honest, there's not like a tremendous amount of people who are doing that. I mean, even to some extent in the League community, I don't even do that much because I let you all like, I just showcase your terrible builds. I showcase all of your awful builds, but it's also like banter and it's a lot of fun. So stuff like that, big fan of it. I love it when a new build like kind of grabs the League communities by the cojones, and like that's kind of what like mathematically correct set did as well. Like it got to that point where like people don't realize that it was like Deep and I that kind of popularized it in a way. And I very much like love that whole angle on the thing. It's entered what we like to call the zeitgeist. And I am, hold on a minute. I'm getting blocked off, there's no way. Okay, we got a lot of gold. We get Berserker's Greaves, that's good, that's fine. When the LEC caster starts saying mathematically correct, you've succeeded. I have to say, like, it's a double-edged sword because, I mean, even like Medic, who I casted with like 8 years ago, who's an LEC caster, didn't know it was for me. And I was like, you broke my heart. And it was like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm alright, just don't let it happen again. But also, like, because it's a meme name, the amount of, like, heat that I get from people being like, this isn't mathematically correct, this is kind of stupid, bro. And I'm like, I know, but if you let me explain, I don't know what I'm doing. Just get the gold. It's totally like not math. It's not actually mathematically correct. This isn't like the optimal build. Because if it was the optimal build, everybody would be doing it. But then it wouldn't be interesting to watch, right? So it's more like it's a stupid build that's very funny. That may work in a million years, but also there's some maths involved, and the maths is a joke, and that I have no idea what I'm looking at. There's a very solid possibility you don't know what you're looking at, but you don't need to know what you're looking at because it's just banter. Oh, I'm in like I'm in a spot of bother, mate. Who was that came down? What champion was that I just ran into? Oh, it was Akshan as well. Okay. I was wondering why he was like so far up there, but that makes a lot of sense. Should probably be like less aggressive. But then I can't help myself. I'm an early game champ, bro. I gotta be aggressive. We're getting ganked here, like, for sure. Thank goodness I'm fast as heck. Who's our jungler? Who's our jungler? Patty? Down here. I gotta say, when you're playing bot lane Akshan, man, you're what do you call it? Your stealth is kind of useless, huh? Until like mid gets a kill, and then I'm like, I'm gonna roam a little bit. I don't really have much to be doing myself as far as that ability goes. Like, yeah, I could probably use it to like sneak in, but I'm not like Twitch. I can't just like pull up right on them. The range of it, like the stealth detection on it is pretty huge. So I don't know. How about you get out of here? That's right. I'm gonna let you know that I see you because I want you to leave. I want you to know that you're never killing me again. I've decided. Gmeston. Wait, GME Stonk Daddy. Not Gmeston, sorry. GME Stonk Daddy 69. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated, mate. Get behind the tower. Get behind the tower, man. This thing right here means I don't have to tank it. I mean, this has got to be big stuff, really. This has got to be big. This has got to be big, dude. It's got to be big stonks. Grrrr. There we go. Cool. You should maybe get everybody bought a little bit more. Probably could use some help here. Then here. That was a really amazing team rotation, by the way, can I say? Love it. I don't, like, feel great that we're taking tower this early. I feel like it's gonna, like, kind of hamstring my gold income. Oh, so you're stealing on my gold. Get out of here. Oh yeah, just stand right inside that so that I don't get all the stonks, dude. Lovely. All right, we got enough for Kraken Slayer, and then Blade of the Ruined King is gonna be up next. Wahoo! 2 Akshans. Are you that lost in the sauce you don't know that blind pick exists, or he's very high pick, high ban right now? So we went for blind pick because it's much better than dodging for 30 minutes to try and get a game. I mean, we could make a play for this for sure. A little bit of dragon. My balls crush. A little bit of dragon of some form. And we finish him off. Oh, he's kind of stonking it right now, brother. Oh. That was kind of stonked, actually. That was kind of clean, gotta say. Oh, my man just got a one-way ticket to Hulkamania. Probably shouldn't have risked it for that extra tower shot there, but I mean, this isn't like us doing it one-to-one here. We're like trying to, like, you know, do stuff slightly different. We're not going for the exact items. We're going for up to the last item, and then we're not gonna go Runans, I think. So I don't like. Doesn't matter what he maxes first, because I think Avengerang is like good. Especially if you're bot lane, I personally don't think that you can get as much use out of that as I'd want. Especially with Galio and Samira, who can block your E very easily. Yeah, I'm literally like, we're limit testing the build here and we're seeing how good it is. So far, 7-2, big fan. So far, so good. Uh-huh. You know what? We just play this out. Oh, he is raging on. That was like super unfortunate for him there. I saw him, but I was like, I don't really mind too much. Did I feel like Prowler's got like the raw end of a deal here? I don't think that Akshan is my champion, I have to say. Oh wait, we're getting Cosmic Radiance down? I mean, like... Aye. We got 3k, let's back. Next up on the list is... Let me double check the build. Wet Sand. No, it's not. I'm wrong. It's Blade first, then Ginsu's. Blade first. Good thing we had enough money. It's Blade first, then Ginsu's, then Wet Sand. Okay, yeah, I skipped one. That's my bad. We're talking about Blade the Rune King of the game a little bit there, and I must have thought I had it. I was wrong. I don't know how we've ended up with 8 kills. Does Ross ever change his clothes? Buddy, I have a clothing company and a lot of stock, so I don't know. I own like 30 different scuff t-shirts. So yes, but I'm like Peter Griffin. I have like, or like Homer Simpson. It's just like the same clothes over and over again. My entire wardrobe consists of maybe like 6 items, but like multiples of the same item. That was not smooth. Whee! Wait, what? Oh. Really confused about that whole situation, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, buddy. Okay, I mean, I'll be honest, I botched it. I also thought that the E would actually hit the Galio, but it didn't, so... Poo? Is what I'm trying to say. Victor's kind of hinting it did. I'm actually, like, vaguely more interested in the CS and the characters. I'll be honest, like, it really looks like a lot of trouble. Yeah, no, we... You know what? Deciding against this. Ooh, I actually hit something there? That's weird. Alright, I'm still alive. Let's go. Ah, the taunt. Hate it. I could have got a quadra there. Dude, I'm actually just, I need the money. I need to figure out a way to get some cash here. I need a small cash injection. Pronto. Oh, we just rotate. We just clear. We're just in a whole clear here. A full clear? Oh, I don't mind if I do. I mean, I'm pretty fed, so like, I don't know why not. We've got enough for Ginsu's now already. It may actually be possible for us to get full build. Granted, this might be a little bit more of an inflated game, considering like we are incredibly fed. But it might just be the power of the build. 3,500 gold. Alright, so Ginsu's, and then like Witsend is cheap, right? Well, not cheap, but it's cheaper than your average bear. So like, I mean, I don't think I really mind too much. Let's get rid of that though and get that instead. Okay, that works. We'll rank you. I peaked Diamond 4 and then just stopped, and like literally I did not play a single game after Diamond 4. I've played in like, I think my highest MMR I've played in is like D3, so I'm pretty sure that was also years ago. One of my accounts is Plat 3 that I just did the placements on and didn't bother doing anything else. I think this account is Gold 2. Not played a lot of ranked. I think I've played maybe like 50 games of ranked this season. Yeah, just not into it. That's probably why I'm not like as going through a mental breakdown as like every other League creator. If I had to guess, is I'm kind of mad, but we still get it in the way anyway. That's fine. Didn't want to have to use that, but if I must, I must. Yeah, it's probably I would probably credit the reason why I'm not like, and I don't hate League, and like why I'm still like happy to play the game is because I don't do like 8-hour grind sessions of like ranked every day. I don't wake up 8 AM. I'm like, oh, honey, I gotta go to work. Then I hop on the PC and then start bashing out solo queue like I do it from 9 to 5. And I, you know, God help anybody that does, because that seems to be like the growing trend that I'm seeing. Everybody's like, oh, League creators are quitting League of Legends, game bad. And it's like, yeah, no wonder, because like people are 9 to 5 in it and they're having a miserable time. They're having 12 to 14-hour shifts of work a day of playing solo queue. You start your day off, your 12-hour shift day off, like you start it, you catch somebody coming off the back end of their 12-hour shift, you meet in the middle, they have their last game of the day with you, and they're on like a 7 or 8 loss streak, and they're like, screw this. Then you start your day off real nasty with some tilt. Then 14 hours later, you log off and you impart your tilt onto the next person. It's like literally the chainmail that your grandmother sends you, but in like League of Legends form, you know? It's it's that if you don't message this to 7 people, then your mother will break her leg tomorrow. You better do it. You better say jungle diff, or your grandmother's gonna break her hip in the shower, dude. You gotta do it. Oh, there's things happening here. Let me pull out my Glock real quick. I'm gonna charge this up a little bit, and then we're gonna blast it off. Okay, we got a lot of gold. Let's pick up what's in. All right, this is where the build's gonna diverge slightly, because we're like definitely stonking it pretty hard. Phantom Dancer. I actually, you know, I really love Phantom Dancer and against this team as well, because like the mobility that would be fantastic against them. Granted, it doesn't really matter, but love having extra mobility, bursts of speed against this. I mean, this isn't necessarily so important, but this as well. Love it. No, chain. Yeah, it is chainmail. I mean, that's what it's called, right? Like when you an email spam thing, and it's like it's a chainmail. Yoink jungle camps. I mean, when you're like, how much? You're like 1,200 gold away from full. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's really bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is super mega not good. Big not fan of that, by the way. Jesus wept. Listen up, buddy. Okay, we got enough. We're full build. We're full build. So let's finish. Oh, there really is actually a gangster, dude. So after our test, we found that this did a bit more damage. I mean, I'll be honest, we're doing a lot of damage regardless, right? We're doing a lot of damage. We are. I have never farmed this well in my life. It is. I'm at 10 CS a minute almost. What are you talking about? Full build at 26 minutes. Granted, slightly inflated because we got a bunch of kills. But are you kidding me? 250 CS. At 26 minutes now. Man, we love to see it, don't we? And here he goes, throws his lead up the wall. Dude, I'll be honest, I've basically not even used my W this entire game. It's actually kind of cringe. Okay, we're good. Let me out. I like the movement speed as well that we get from that. How do we catch that? Gotta go chase Samira. Yeah, we can do that, dude. Don't worry. Hey, legendary. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Did I actually do a bunch of damage though? We'll see. That's not ideal. I mean, even though we're like kind of low, the Taric. Oh! I didn't think I was in range to get smacked by that, man. Whew. That's unfortunate. I mean, we're 23-3, so it's not that big a deal. Ooh, that's sad. Skooch's build is really good. I like it a lot. It definitely has a very slow wind up. I have to say, but I mean, I guess it makes Akshan scale better than he would normally be scaling it, which is not necessarily the way that Akshan is supposed to be. He's not meant to be like a late game scaly kind of guy. So I think like up against another ADC who is of similar items to me and similar level and similar gold, that I'd probably lose most of those fights. Yeah, it was really solid. I liked that a lot. Big fun. Let me have a look at the damage though. The Taric always were on point. But jeez. Man, it really was just farming numbers on Mundo, huh?